Okay guys, welcome back to episode 3 of my Abby's Annex craft organization, fabric and all that good stuff. So I don't remember if I talked about this. I'll just do it real briefly. This is a wagon that I used when I would go to retreats and stuff because to haul all of my junk. And it's filled to the brim with vintage books. And then these are just some bed blankets and whatnot on there. And then I think I told you guys before that tote there is just full of book covers. So anyway, starting to look pretty good, and just coming out here for the day. I don't even have to have my jacket on. It's a beautiful sunny day. I do have my headband on though, just to kind of keep the left side of my face covered, my ear and stuff, but it's absolutely beautiful. Let's see. So what I have to tackle today, in addition to what I've been working on, I found my bag of quilts. It was in a different cabin. There are like 4 or 5 cabins Jeff and Angie have on their property. Anyhow, so I did a video on these quilts. I thrifted these. Matter of fact, I think it was my first thrifting haul since we moved here. You guys will see these a little bit better later on. But there's like some quilts, a couple old quilts in there and some fabrics. These here are the canvas drop cloths that you can get like from Home Depot and Lowe's, and I bought a couple of those and I cut them up to different sizes and just make it a little more manageable. Whoa, don't you fall on the ground. And then in here, just shoved in here, these are going to be going into totes because I want to be able to see what they are. This is a vintage pink chenille blanket that I just got off of Marketplace or Etsy, or eBay, I can't remember which, but that's going to be something I'm going to be cutting up and putting into slow stitch kits, into some fabric kits. It was a cutter quilt, so like a pretty good chunk was already cut out of it. So I have no issues with cutting apart things that are already cut, if that makes sense. So let's see. With the exception of the quilts that I just showed you guys, I think I'm pretty close to being done with organizing my fabric, just with the few, loose ends, like the Sashiko kit here that I've been working on. I need to get back to that. I haven't stitched, you guys, since Steve and I got better. We were sick for a little over a month, and we thought it was a cold. Well, I got sick first. He got sick about 4 days after I got sick. And I thought it was a cold, turned the flu, and then it turned into something else. And I don't want to say, because we all know what I'm talking about. So we both got that, and we're doing much better, but I haven't stitched. Because I don't like to touch my stuff when I'm sick, whether it doesn't matter what it is. Because I just don't. Especially when it's things I'm selling or giving or whatever. So I just stay away from all of my supplies and stuff when I'm not feeling well. So, okay, so I need to get a different, better solution for this. I don't necessarily want to leave this open like that. There's not like dust and stuff coming in here, but when we open it, I have it open for a little bit. And I do have some packages of batting that are open, and this isn't wrapped. So what I may be able to, let's see, where'd that thinner tote go? Let me get this out of the way. So where'd I go? Oh, this one. So this tote here, I wonder if this would fit, if this is too long. I don't want to bend it in half either, but yeah, that's too long. So I'll have to get a different solution for this. I want to be able to see it though. I don't want to cover where I can't tell what it is, because I won't use it, or else I'll go buy more thinking I don't have it. I still haven't got the alcohol out here, or my undo. It's driving me nuts. So anyway, so I'm going to put these in a tote. So we're going to be going into town, I think, later. No, what is today? Yeah, this coming week, I think. So I'll look for some totes at Walmart. Let's see. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty good on that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to be moving on to, well, I've got totes with different types of papers and whatnot in there, and that's what all of these are. So underneath these totes here, I have, those 12 by 12 containers that have different fabrics in it. What's this one? Oh, these are some tins. Oh, this is awesome. This is so cool, you guys. Let's see. So I have this tin, which is going to go in the cabin because I'm going to be putting stuff in it on my shelves. So I'll put that over there. And then these are some little books. Well, I'll talk about those later with you guys. Let me pull this out so I can show you a little bit better. Okay, I have you guys precariously on a tower of some totes on top of a bag of totes. So hopefully this won't topple over. I forgot about this stuff in here because I bought this, you know, I bought these things since we moved here, and then I put them in, you know, bags like this and put it in the trailer. So these are some, ooh, I'm upside down again, you guys, for me, so I'm so sorry if it looks like I'm not know what I'm doing. Here we go. So these are some vintage sewing boxes. And I have some are paper, some are metal. So I'm going to be using these inside the cabin to store different things, because I don't want all of my stuff to be stored in, you know, plastic, like the smaller plastic totes and stuff, because this is the aesthetic that I like. And it makes me feel, sorry if my head's in the way, it makes me feel a little bit more at home. So this is another cardboard one here. And plus I think it's cute. It decorates a little bit. And it little bit more compact. And here's this one. There was nothing. Maybe this one might have had some things in it, but I put it somewhere else. So let's see. That goes in. Actually, that doesn't go in quite yet. I need to wait until I get the other stuff set up first. Okay, here we go. Ooh, hopefully my frizzy hair is not in the way here. All right, and here we have a couple, or three more. Yeah. Oh, I'm mistaken. This is the one that had stuff in it right here. This one. Sorry about that. I'll open that in a second so you guys can see what it looks like. And then these two are the same. They're just more of the cardboard boxes. All right, so we'll look inside this one. It's cool because this is textured. Oh, I almost did it right, you guys, without going like this. Okay, it's the little thing. So this is like embossed in there. It's really cool. Really, really cool texture box. So, oh my goodness, I am such a dork. I have been looking for this linen thread for so long, and I forgot I stuck it in here because I had this out on the table in the motorhome. Oh my word. That is what I'm looking for. Okay, so this one is like plastic. Well, not like, it is. Ah, I almost had it. And it says Deluxe Attachment Sewing Machine Zigzag. So this is a really cool one, and I like the color too. So what I stuck inside here, just some keys. These aren't necessarily old, but you can rust them and make them look old. So very excited. I'm most excited about finding my linen thread. I'm like, where did that go? Oh, I'll tell you guys. All right, let me get these over here out of the way. Sorry if my frizzy hair's in. So this is, actually, I can unwrap this. Give me just a second, I'll unwrap this tin. Okay, so that seller did an excellent job of wrapping this up and protecting it. So usually I try to reuse bubble wrap so I can use it for, you know, the purposes you use bubble wrap. But this one has some rust and stuff on it from the tin. So this I'm going to go ahead and just throw in the recycle bin. I did not pay $7 for this. I got it for cheaper than that. And I just think this is so cool. I love it. It is so, Abby, get it together. It is so, I'll have to peel that off carefully, but it even has the paper seal that was on it. And this was tobacco, I think. Yeah, it's a tobacco. But I think that is so cool, you guys. It's not like I collect nautical things, but I like vintage things. And so what I do with my vintage tins and stuff, maybe I'll do a separate video on that so I can show you guys how I prepare these before I actually use them to store things in my room, or you know, in the kitchen or what have you. So very excited to have that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that baby down there. I might actually wrap this in something before I stick it in there, just because it's a little bit on the rusty side, which I like. Okay, so let me show you guys these. I didn't plan on showing these to you, but since they're here, let me grab them. All right, so these I got from this set here, or these, what is it, 5? I thought I had 6 open, but okay. So these 5 little mini Shakespeare, ooh, I almost got it, Shakespeare books. I picked these up at St. Vinny's, and I thought, man, these are so adorable. They're so stinking cute. I thought they look really cool on a bookshelf. So what I found on a couple different online sites, I think between eBay and Etsy, these are wraps. So I don't want to unwrap until I'm ready to do something with them. But it's the full set of this. I can't remember what number it goes through, but this is the full collection right here. And I was so happy to find it. So these kinds of things, when I come across stuff like this, I like, just like fabric and, you know, different ephemera and stuff, I like to hang on to them for a while so I can think about what I want to do with them. And, oh, there's 12 total. And I had one idea of altering these as a set and then selling it as a set, but I want to hold off on that because I just want to think about it, because I think these would look so cool, all 12, or split apart on like a mantle or a shelf or something. So I'm going to hang on to those for a while so I can think about it. This here, I got, I don't remember, it's always a combination of Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or Etsy. But I got this empty, well, it's not empty, I'll show you in a second, but it's a watercolor tin, and I have some loose pans that I want to put in to a tin. Let me open this up here. And so there are still some watercolors. There's even a couple tubes of watercolor. You probably could reconstitute these, but that's not what I bought it for. A lot of these are missing or they've hit pan. So I believe this comes out. Let me try it real quick here. Hang on. Oh my gosh, I just got totally embarrassed. You guys remember how, I think I've shown you guys how like the main road is like right on the other side of the fence, right over here. That's how like Jeff and Angie and the neighbor, you know, the couple neighbors down the road and where we get in to park our truck. Well, there's kind of, it's not public, but there are some neighbors across the road that walk down there to get to the river. And I'm sitting here talking about watercolor and pan, blah, 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 blah. Well, I have the back of the trailer door open, obviously, and they're walking back and they're looking at me, and there's like nobody else in here but me. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, I'm such a dork. But I'm like, hey, I'm on my property. So there you go. So anyway, I think this comes out. I don't want to break a nail. Yes, I know, I'm kind of a diva like that. I miss my acrylics. Speaking of nails, by the way, I have not found, I haven't really been looking either for another nail place. Oh, it does come out because I was so spoiled with Brittany. And anyway, so off that topic. Squirrel. So it does come out, which is great. And so I'll wipe this out and get it all clean and stuff, and then I could put my empty pans, or my individual pans of watercolor paint in here, or I might store some other things, like maybe just my watercolor brushes, because currently they're just in this, you know, a clear plastic bag, because I like to keep them separate from like my mixed media brushes. So that, I think that'd be a good idea. Oh, as I drop dried watercolor paint all over the place. Let me just close this real quick here, and I think my brushes might fit in this, you guys. I may not be able to get the, you know, the ones that are filled with water. I may not be able to get those in there because they're like a round barrel, but I think that's going to work out good. So I do want to take this in because this will go on my mixed media cart. I'll fuss with getting it together later. I don't want to make you guys watch me do that, so I'll set that there for now. Okay, so what's in this one? Okay, so I did a video on this. This is some hand-dyed wool yarn skeins from Hobby Lobby, and Angie and I were so surprised that we found this there, because normally you find this kind of stuff either from, you know, a standalone shop like on Etsy or, you know, different online platforms, or at actual knitting and quilt shops, like brick and mortar shops. So I was really happy to find this. And so we bought a bunch of different skeins that we liked the colorway of, and then I took them and then I cut the skeins in half. Then I gave Angie half, and then I have half, and then I cut down some more of my half, and I have some in my sewing tote that's already in the cabin, and this is like the excess, so this will stay out here because I don't need that in there. Let's see. Oh, I can do this. I can put that tin in here and the watercolor pan. So there we go. And I'm probably going to end up switching bags because that one's not that big. So I'll take this out. So I'm going to have to find a storage idea for all of the Sari silk I've shown you guys, the wool yarn I just showed you. All right, so this is going to be my garbage bag for now. Alright, there we go. So, and this bag is still good, so I'll use that for something. I'll just put it up here for now. Okay, so these are the old books, and I'm going to go dump this out outside real quick. It's got some just, you know, dirt and whatnot, so we're back. Alright, so we got these at Costco. It was a pack of 4, and these ones say Montana because, of course, we're in Montana, and I love these. I did steal a couple to, you know, hold things like I just emptied out, and I like to keep these collapsed in the truck, so whenever we go to the grocery store or Walmart or something, we can put those bags in here and just have like one big bag to carry in. And by we, I mean my husband. So there's that. So I guess I'm kind of taking a break from fabric today because I'm back here by the paper and stuff. So I think we shall just continue along that line. And for those who haven't watched the other ones, other two videos, these are my husband's shoes. They're way too big for me. I like to wear them because I can slip them on and off real easy. And I got these adorable, cute socks from Angie for Christmas. It was a pack of like 3 or 4 pairs, I think. So, because I know you guys are wondering, wow, where did Abby get those socks? And wow, look at those really cool shoes that Abby's wearing in the trailer today. No, they're my husband's old shoes. So, there is that. All right, let's grab this. And I thought this was my vintage purple yo-yo quilt, but it's not. That is somewhere else. I'm trying to remember. It might be in the other cabin where those quilts were. So I'll have to look at that later. This, my friends, I forgot I bought this because Abby's a shopper. And I bought this like last summer. And so I just stuck it in here because, you know, I was waiting until we had the cabin done. So I'll take these out so you guys can see it. I didn't even take it out to look at it because I knew what it was. I just peeked to make sure it was, you know, what I actually paid for. Let's see. She had it packaged really well, and I appreciate that when people do that. So check this out, you guys. I think what I'll do, because I think there's some of these, a couple inside. Let me get these set up, and then I'll give you guys a better view of this. And the seller did an amazing job of packaging it too. It looked a little rough, the box and stuff, but everything was packaged perfectly. She had these individually packaged and looked good. All right, so this is this trio of, I can't remember what year it was. It was in the listing, but like I said, I bought this like in August, I think. And she had it listed as like, you know, for kitchen type of thing, like you could put, I don't know, kind of big for bread, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter because I'm going to use it for fabric and stuff. So these need to be wiped up, of course. And that's the inside. So this has definitely got some rusty dust in there, which is fine because I think what I'll do, oh, what is that little note in there? I think what I'll do, you guys, is go ahead and do a separate video showing you how I prepare these for me to use them. Oh, that's cool. A little thank you note. I love it when they do little handwritten thank you notes. I just think that's just great customer service. And I already gave her a really good review, so I try to do that as soon as the item gets here. So this needs to be cleaned up, of course. But I thought, man, this would be so cool to have in the cabin and have like some of my fabrics in there, or maybe just whatever I want to store in there. Maybe the sorry stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But of course, it'll be all cleaned up and sanitized before I do that. So these were nesting. There is no lid for this one, which I knew was in the listing itself. Okay, somebody had beans, and this is like fabric tape. That's kind of cool. So there's that, and you know, they're definitely old. I just don't remember what year. I'll have to go back and look at the listing and find that information. But there's that one, and then this one. This one isn't as torn apart inside, but it is old as well. Now, if these were purple, oh my gosh, I would be doing a jig, and I would let you guys see me doing a jig because purple. But I do like these colors as well. But, you know, I don't necessarily have to have just all purple. I can't even believe I just said that. But, you know, I have all different colors of, and styles and shapes and sizes of different vintage tins. And so whenever I get the front of the cabin done and I do my new craft corner nook tour, I'll do like a little video on my tins and stuff that I have here. I have a ton at home, and I'm kind of kicking myself. I wish I would have brought more tins than what I did. So, but anyway, obviously I have no problem shopping for tins. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get these put back in the big one, and then get the camera set up again so we can go over, oh, that was the stool. So we can go over sorting some papers and stuff. So, and I'll see you in a bit. Surprise! We're in a different location. So this is an amazing, so awesome, so cool cabin that's on Jeff and Angie's property. But it's also become the storage for Abby and Steve, as well as the other cabin. So this is a lot of our stuff that we brought with us and things we don't need to get to right now, but things that we will want when we buy property here, and then we'll go home, back to Oregon, I mean, and then get the rest of our stuff. So just explain what I'm doing out here. So I had, I labeled everything. Actually, Steve did this one. It's Abby stitching stuff in the bedroom because I had like a little stitching area set up next to the bed for the days that my facial pain was so bad that I couldn't get up, but I still wanted to do something. I think I have a playlist for that. Sorry, I know I'm showing you guys the ground. So these items here, I definitely want to bring over with me. So I have one of the empty Montana bags I brought. Anyway, so I'm gonna just start setting these things in here. This is one of my project bags. This is a sampler I started a long time ago. And I'm trying to see what's bigger here. I can go on the bottom. I think it's all pretty much, oh, those are my books. Okay, so let me do this. Let me set the camera up and then I'll talk with you guys as I'm putting stuff in here. Okay, so I think you guys can kind of sort of see how you propped up on some different totes. So let me grab the books first because they're the heaviest. So I thought I would do a video on, sorry guys, of just the different stitching and textile books that I brought with me because I didn't bring all of my books, and but I just brought like a select handful, or well, you know, a selection of my books. I guess I could say. So I'm going to go and put those down there on the bottom. I kind of forgot what's even in here. And this is a little sewing journal. Thought it was kind of cool. I'll do a flip through this a little bit later when you guys can see better, but you put like your scraps of fabric and different things when you're working on a project. Kind of like just a log, I guess you could say. You shove this in here. Ooh, purple doily. That goes in here for now. There's another book. This is really crinkly. Sorry, you guys. Hopefully you can't see me because, like I said, I'm a hot mess right now. A couple project bags. This is my, I bought these at a scrapbook store, like a brick and mortar, back in the day when they used to exist. And I used to put my inks and stuff in here, my smaller inks, and then now I just kind of put some different floss and stuff. Now see, let me show you this. I don't think I did a very good job of explaining in my last video. So you know how when you buy the you know, embroidery floss containers and they have like those little cards, white cards in there. I don't like to store mine that way because they get, you know, that kink in it, and I don't like that. So these are ones that I've thrifted, and I just haven't had the time to unwind these and put them on something on the clothespins that I told you guys about. And yes, I am that anal retentive. I will do that. So here, so somebody used some plastic canvas, and then it's like bits of cardboard and stuff like that. So there's nothing wrong with people storing it that way. It's just me. I have OCD, you guys, and I don't like the crinkles in the floss. It just bugs me, and so I think about it and obsess about it until I fix it. So good thing that's closed. I can't see it right now. I have been looking for this, you guys, looking for this. This is one of my tabletop embroidery hoop stands, and I couldn't remember where I put this, but I'm happy to find that. And then I just got a small cutting mat, just a cheapo trimmer that I was using when I was cutting some small paper when I was upstairs on the days I didn't feel so good. And then here's the last one. I'll open these up when we get back in the trailer because it'll be a little bit easier. All right, so there it is. And now we have another empty tote we can use for other stuff. So, okay, I will show you guys a quick shot of the cabin when I come out, or I may put some pictures up. One of the two, because we still got some snow and stuff on the ground, and Abby has a tendency to fall. And nobody wants that to happen, right? Okay, guys, I'll see you in just a bit. So here's the front of this really cool cabin that we were just in. And this is just a gorgeous cabin. I think this is from like the late 1800s. I'll have to ask Angie exactly because I don't remember which told before. And there's our bag of stuff. And then we'll close the screen door and I'll show you what that looks like when the other door's closed. Okay, so there it is with the outer screen door. It's just really, really cool, you guys. I'm not going to be able to show you too much of the outside because I have to carry that tote with me, that bag. And me doing that, trying to film at the same time, probably not a good mix for Abby. So I'll look for some pictures if I can find them easily enough. Otherwise, you guys will see this in future videos. So, all right, let's head back to the trailer. Okay, now we're back in a familiar location. I did have to go put my jacket on. It's starting to get a little bit cool. So I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to work out here. But we're going to just kind of keep going as far as I can. And again, that's my stool. It's making some weird squeaky noises. Okay, that's the trash. So the bag that you guys just saw me get from the other cabin, I'm going to hold off on showing you what's in that one until we I go through the stitching and fabric stuff I have currently in our bedroom, because some of that's going to be going in there. And so I'll wait and do that in a separate video. So I had an extra tote I found. I need to find the lid now. But I just put in here for now the leathers and then the sari silks and then some of that hand-dyed wool. So I'm going to put that behind me here. Oops, sorry guys. I just bumped you. Let me put it up here. Oh! Okay, so let's go through these totes here. Now, I know I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm just organizing. What is that? Get that out of there. Make sure that is. Okay. Sorry, guys. You're like, what is she doing? Sweeping. Okay. Stay. 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 Okay. So, just trying to kind of prioritize, reorganize, you know, what I want to be where. So, let me go ahead. Okay, let me grab the middle one out. Whoa. And that was heavy on my foot. So I'm going to just kind of dust these off. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll set them right here, I think. And my Montana stickers on everything because I wanted to make sure they made it with me. I'm going to tilt it this way. So I don't think I need to really go through these because I know what's in them. It's just different types of papers and stuff. And what I did is I just tried to select different papers, patterns, and colors and things that I thought I would use the most while I was here. So I'm going to leave these as they are, but I do want to dump out this bag because it's just got like, you know, just, you know, normal debris, whatever you want to call it in there. So, and these suckers are heavy. Okay, I'm going to go dump this bag out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this one here has like, you know, paper doilies. I do have some more I bought from a party shop. They're in the motorhome. I should go grab those and because they're going to sit in here too. Let's see. This is some transparency film I thrifted. Yeah, these are all just different types of paper doilies. What is that down there? That's just a Tim Holtz paper pad. I'm not sure why that's there like that. It's kind of random. Let me pull this out and see if I can find enough room in one of the other paper totes for that. And I'm going to take this out too. That way this is nothing but those paper doilies. So I'll put this in here. Alright, so I just use painter's tape to keep the handles together. Make sure you guys can see, okay? I think this has a Montana sticker or paper too. Okay, so in these totes here, this is some, looks like some stamps and, you know, like legit vintage ephemera, meaning it's not like Tim Holtz stuff or, you know, things that are made now, but they are like a replica of vintage things. This is like the real stuff. So oh, I thought that was starting to slide. Yeah, so this is like a, you know, this little mishmash of some different papers and stuff put there for a second. And then this is just a small sampling of the stamps that I have. I left the bulk of them at home in storage. And there's like a stamp album in there. So I just brought, you know, a selection of those. So this can stay in here like that. I have that in there. And then I can reorganize. I forgot how I had this in there. And then I can reorganize these totes as I go along. So, but for now they're going to just stay like they are. Let's see. What's in this one? Oh my goodness, you guys. This is, oh my gosh. This is like a total blast from the past. So this was, I think I started these in 2018. Maybe early 2019. I can't remember exactly. But these are some journals that I need to finish. They're guest check journals. And I started these a long time ago. And I was using the Lorella Purple Kit from Tracie Fox, and I'll link all of Tracie's stuff down below as well. So I had 3 of them, and they were close to being done, but I put them back in this project box, and I just never went back to it. So, wow, this is really exciting, and I'm glad I brought that with me because that'll give me something to work on. So I'll get those done, and then have them up in my Etsy or off on YouTube. So this is like just some fall stuff. It looks like, yeah, they just put in some, you know, like some fall dyes and things like that in there. I'm gonna go dump this bag out and I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put these back in the bag here. Oops. Yeah, because the bag will be open so I can see what's inside. So I'll keep that in here. And eventually what I'd like to do is all the different projects that I've started and need to finish, I would like to eventually put them in its own tote or something, so I can just kind of go to that tote and pick out what project I want to work on or finish at the time. So, all right, let's put this over here just for now, and let's take a peek at the one that's right in front of me here. I have another tote with that kind of stuff in it, like that Staples. So let's see, that goes in the embellishment bag back there. Oh, okay. I think I showed you guys this the other day. Oops. This is some vintage gift wrap and stuff. Oops, stay there. And this is like some cherubs. Not like some, they are. Oh, they're old Hallmark ones. It even has like little gift cards, a little gift card tag in there. Hallmark. This one's got some flowers, and I've thrifted all these different places, and look at that one's really pretty. Some like vintage ladies and some flower baskets and stuff. And then here is some baby gift wrap, sorry. And then this one here is really pretty. I like that. Holiday Royale. So really pretty. All right, so those need to go into a tote that I don't have in front of me right now. Okay, I'm going to tear off some more of the Montana papers because that's not very fun to watch me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my back scratcher that I had in my craft room, so I'm going to take that in the cabin there. Oh, do I want to take this in? No, I don't want to take that in. So let me put this out here where I will be able to find it easily. There we go. And these are my embossing tray folder or pan. I do have my embossing powders and stuff inside. Trying to decide. I think I'll hold off on taking these in right now until my third Rascog cart gets here. So I'll just leave these, you know, out where I can see them. So, okay, let me dust the top of these off. And you know, we've had this trailer open multiple times, getting different things out along the way. And so some of this stuff that's just, there were horrible forest fires here in Montana, and so there's just like a lot of ash and just, you know, normal dust and stuff. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay, this is some more paper. I put a little thing in there, craft supplies for Montana, and I don't need that because I'm here. So there's some paper there, and I want to dump out this bag too. Okay, so this one will be a little more interesting to look at, I think. Okay, so this I want to put in the guest check tote or little container so I can use it on those little journals. And I just brought a little bit of my vintage, you know, sheet music. What's down here in the bottom? Some, you know, like some old flashcards, some vintage paper, like from just a combination of a lot of just different vintage type stuff in here. So I will keep that as it is for now. Put you here. And this last one. Okay, so this is just some more paper pads. Oh, this is Christmas. What did I write? Christmas and winter paper, with the exception of that, of course, on top. Those are some florals. Maybe this isn't it. Maybe that's an old sticker. Let me open it up and take a peek. It might have been an old sticker. This I got off of Amazon. So I do use some things that are not, you know, legit vintage, but I'm trying to mostly use vintage. So these are like plates from, you know, old botany and that type of stuff, botanical prints. All right, so there's some Timmy paper. Yeah, none of this is Christmas, so that must be an old sticker. But I do have some vintage stuff on the bottom. What is this about? Well, that's not really vintage. I thrifted that. It's just teacher record, but This is some old, this is vintage stuff here, some more sheet music. I wonder if I can fit that stuff. I think that one's pretty full. Let me try to put that in that one particular tote. Let me go ahead and shake out this bag and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip of some coffee here real quick. Are you guys surprised it's in a purple Starbucks coffee mug? I actually collect, caveat here, I collect every Starbucks purple anything I can find. It doesn't matter if I use it or not, if it's got some purple in it, mostly purple or solid purple, I get it because, you know, that's me, purple, and I like Starbucks. Although that's not Starbucks in there, we purchased a really, really nice, it's almost like a barista style type of coffee machine, and I have our coffee bar area set up. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing that, even though it's not craft related. Okay, so I digress. So let me take out the Timmy paper and the other paper pads and put them right there for now. And I wanted to see, I don't think this is all going to fit, but we'll try. I wanted to see if I can get all of this stuff to go in there. Let me take off this old. I try to use, well, those label, the white label, like the Avery labels. Sometimes they peel off the plastic really easy, like that one I just did. But I kind of gravitated more towards using like painter's tape because it comes off really nice, because I can't stand stickers on stuff. I know I'm not the only one. Michelle Scott. So on her channel, by the way, is linked in the description box below. It always is, along with some of my other crafty friends. So be sure to check that out. Okay, let me put this over here. And I'll put this on the very tippy top. Actually, no, because I want to be able to see that that's sheet music in there. Okay, take a peek. How much? Okay, I've got 2 bars on my camera, so we're still pretty good. Okay, so let's put that here. These are just like some old prints. That is not vintage, but I'll go ahead and just leave it in there for now. And, oh, here's some more mulberry paper. I'll keep this out and use that in the guest check journals. It looks like I was just kind of putting some stuff in. Oh, I know what some of this is. I had some Happy Meal, and I was getting like little, you know, pictures and like some little, like labels and stuff. So those are very, very cool. And I definitely am going to be keeping these to use in projects for myself. Let's see, this is all sheet music. Yeah, so okay, so let's put the sheet music here. Fingers crossed it's gonna fit there. And I'll put these in my purple junk journal stuff, so I can use it for a project for me. Okay, let's see if this is gonna close. Please close, please close. It's almost like a suitcase that you put on the bed and you sit on it. That's what this feels like. Not, oh, and I just popped off the blue tabs. I'll be right back while I try to get this to close, because how boring is this? I'll be right back. It's a Christmas miracle! I got it to close. So what I did is I just kind of shifted some of the paper over so it wasn't quite so tall. So that makes me very, very happy. So now, piece of packaging from the paper pad. Let's kind of wipe this out. So, okay, so I think what I'll put in here are those open paper pads. Not open, but individual paper pads. Let's put those in here. And then let's move these off. I'm not taking those in. I'm just going to set them there just for a minute. And we'll put the random Timmy paper pad there. And I'll put that here. This isn't like vintage, so I'm just going to set it in there. I'll find a spot for those things once I get to that other tote, which is behind me. Okay, so there is that. And I have room to add more things as I go along. So let's go ahead and get these put in the bag. And you guys, I think I'm going to call it a day for episode 3. It is starting to get pretty cool out here. And it's hard for my fingers to want to function the way they need to. So probably doesn't look like I got a lot done, but I really did. And let me get these out of the way because I don't want to take that in. I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave this bag out here until it gets full. Plus I need to wait for my Rascog cart to get here. It's supposed to be here on this. Amazon said between the 14th and the 17th. Now, real quick before I go, did you guys know that you can purchase actual IKEA stuff from Amazon? I had no idea. The closest IKEA to us is back in Portland, Oregon. And we used to, Steve and I, whenever we had to go there, we would just go drive there. And so I was looking online for the IKEA Rascog cart, and it had an ad for Amazon. I was like, what? So I clicked on it, and you know, it is IKEA brand. It's exactly like the other cheese that I have. When you get a window from Amazon like that, and it was free shipping because we have Prime, so it was cheaper to go that route than to actually buy from IKEA's website because you have to pay for shipping there. What was I saying? Oh my gosh. The Rascog carts, I guess. I don't know. I lost my exact train of thought. But anywho, so, I remember. So when Amazon gives you like a window like the 14th through the 17th, my experience has been that it usually comes the earlier date. So I'm hoping that it's going to be here Monday or Tuesday. Because the places where I want to put some of this stuff I have to shift into the Rascog cart. It's almost like... remember those games? It was like a little plastic square and had like numbers or letters, and one plastic tile was missing and you had to move it around to get it in order. That makes sense. I'll try to find a picture online and throw it up here just in case you're like, what is she talking about? So I have to like move this to put this here to put that there. So I'm kind of at a standstill in regards to bringing the things I want to have in the cabinet until that other Rascog cart gets here. So, but you guys, I think I did pretty good for today. So let me pick you up and we'll kind of take a look at what I've done today, and then I'll kind of show you guys what we're going to go through on episode 4. Okay, so those are the totes that we just went through, and I like the fact that they're clear because I can see what's in them, so I can kind of leave these things lined up in here and come out to the trailer and get what I need to have for whatever project I'm working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this out here too until the rest of my tins come. I'm gonna just set it on top there, and then this is the bag of stuff that I'm gonna start to take in. I'm actually gonna take the address book in though, for sure. Let me put it in my pocket here. I'll put it up there for now. And let's see, that goes there for the time being. And then this is my trash bag, so I'll put that up here just so it's off the floor. And then what I want to work on next, I'll have to have my husband move the wagon out because it's way too heavy for me to do, plus the momentum. Oh, I forgot about the quilts. Oh, I was gonna work on or put those in here, but I do need to get some clear toast to put those in, so I'll have to wait until we go to Walmart or something. And now hopefully this week we're gonna go back into town in Dubuque, so that way I can have those things in something that I can see, because I like to have as much clear as I can, because for that reason, because you can see inside of it. Duh, Abby. All right, so down here, those are the books. Those are all my stamps, and I do want to go through the stamps and kind of pull in some of the ones I think I would use the most. And I eventually would like to have all of this whole tote in. Okay, so I just got done telling you guys how I like clear totes and stuff, but this is purple, so there's that. But you can see through it. I mean, like, you can see the stamps and stuff. It says like A and some different things. And here and underneath all of the winter blankets that we have that need to get reorganized into a better container and then put into, I just had an idea, because those two totes are empty, and then we emptied the one in the other cabin. So what I can do is, they're not dirty inside or anything, but I'll probably just wipe them out just because that's what Abby does. And then I could put these blankets in those totes and toss in a few dryer sheets. That will be a good idea. I like that. And then these can go into the other cabin, so I have more room for my stuff. Now, I want you guys to, real quick disclaimer here. I am not being selfish or trying to hog up this whole trailer just for me. It was actually Steve's idea to have this, I call it Abby's Annex, but it was his idea for me to keep the bulk of my stuff in here so I can just come in and out as I need to. So, and then he said anything else that's not, needing to be in here, we can move into the other cabin and stuff. So this is some household stuff back here that, needs to stay, like our second TV. need that much space. This will be plenty. And then I can have those out of here, and then I can kind of have access to my books and my different totes without having to play, this game of taking this tote off of that tote and all that stuff. So, all right, you guys, I'm so excited about that. I can get these. Maybe I'll work on that tomorrow. I won't film myself putting the blankets in a tote because how exciting could that possibly be? Oh, I did want to show this to you guys. I got this at Habitat for Humanity. Isn't that cool? And this will be great to wrap some fabric on to do for some eco dyeing and stuff like that. So, and I just had it sitting down here. I just forgot to show it to you guys. Okay, I really am going to wrap it up because it's getting cold on my face. And I hope you guys enjoyed episode 3. And so I'm going to go ahead and go in and edit and schedule episode 2 to go up on my channel. And then I'll work on this one, which is number 3. And then tomorrow, if my face is behaving, I'll come out here and start episode 4. So, all right, you guys, I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.